Kyle, here goes your tire, buddy. Brand new ones.
With the front ones on the back, those are old ones.
Moving you right day and night.
And we're supposed to be powered by science.
That's very true.
We better be able to get two people on one train somehow.
Here it comes. Yep, that's it.
Because every time I'm in his office, he's sitting there and all of a sudden he just reaches like this and there's a piece of chicken in his hand.
I'm like, how much chicken is under your desk?
I overshot the R&D budget this week, so I'm going to need that $250.
Moving it right day and night.
Woo! Welcome back.
Welcome.
So last week our technical difficulty wasn't a technical difficulty. It just kind of got spewed into that. Levi is off the hook. He did everything right. We had, if anybody knows anything about this place, we use this studio for storage. So we had 3 trucks of product that were being unloaded here onto trucks, and it was a little bit distracting. So that's why you went live.
I got a call at like 1:15.
Yeah.
Like, I think you need to go live. So, and then we tried to go live later, and there was not a good cell phone signal out there, so we tried. But we're back in the studio this week. So
we are
back in the saddle.
Yes, sir.
Episode number
105. Did last week's get counted as 104 or not?
We'll call it 104 and 3/4.
I'd like to just get a clarification on that.
We'll clarify it. So this week, Science Corner video is fuel oxidation.
Oh.
Did we have a Tuesday training on that?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, so I didn't miss anything.
No, you didn't miss anything.
My mic's off. My mic's off.
Huh.
Now my mic's on. Check. Check, check. I think I got sound now.
Interesting.
Yeah? I think I'm good. I see it on the
Are
bar.
we professional again? Is that a thumbs up?
Yeah,
or
we're good.
I can't really see which part of the...
All right, so this week we're going to be doing fuel oxidation, which is the degradation of fuel.
Ooh.
Does that count for diesel and gasoline?
Certainly, but we like to talk diesel around here.
Okay. So EDT and Diesel Extreme are fully formulated and deal with fuel oxidation. Our RV gas and diesel treatments also have been formulated for protection during long-term storage, which I'm sure we'll cover. Diesel fuel goes bad quick, real quick. So, as always, ask your questions, comments below. We'll get to them, especially if you've got fuel oxidation questions. This is the day to ask those, but we'll answer everything else too.
Okay. Yeah,
Or we'll
might as
just
well.
go home with a lot of homework.
I've got my pencil.
At the end of the show, we'll be doing our giveaway. If we did the weekly drawing thing, right? So people submitted. Cool. So as you may have seen on our Facebook page, we've been promoting. You can sign up ahead of time to be one of our winners every week. That we give away free stuff every Thursday. You join us here every Thursday at 1:30. This week's prize is RV gas and RV treatment bundle. In front of me. There we go.
Ta-da.
One of our newest products of the lineup here. And we're going to talk about a little bit what's in those today, I presume, because that kind of goes right along the terms of oxidation and why we do this type of stuff. So you can enter each week at hotshotsecret.com/
What we talk about, giveaway?
giveaway. There you go.
You lost me with your lead in.
I know. All right, so where are you watching from? South Dakota, where you at?
Yeah, let's look at, how about the projects? I like those. I want to see the project vehicles.
Yeah, see your project builds too.
Always.
Always. We always like those.
Or lawnmowers. It doesn't matter. Anything with a motor. I like it.
Yeah. Or a lawnmower. I saw a pretty cool at Shy Diesel, it was like a toilet bowl.
Go-kart.
Yeah, a little pit vehicle, a toilet bowl. Yeah, I was impressed, man.
Yeah.
The ingenuity you could see in the middle of Indiana cornfield. So, as always, we're dual streaming live here on Facebook and YouTube. Be sure to like and share the video. Hit the subscribe button there on YouTube. Get all of our updates. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok.
R&D Hot Shots secret page.
Hot Shot Secret R&D Facebook page.
Yeah.
It's the place where everybody goes now.
It is. There's like
All 300 of them, right?
300
We're
something.
getting up there, man. We're going to work on
Almost.
that. But before we get started, as always, we like to start off with our Get to Know Us segment,
Ooh.
where we grab somebody from here at Hot Shot Secret and we drag them in front of the camera and get to know them a little bit better. And this week, we got Darren. So why don't you come on up, Darren?
Woohoo.
What's up, man? Go ahead and grab the mic right there. We got that mic on? Check it.
Check, check.
Yep, you're good. So, no pressure. We only have 73,000 people watching right now,
Oh, okay.
so you don't have to worry about it. But everybody wants to know a little bit more about you, Darren.
All right.
So I'm going to ask you a few questions. You give us some answers, and then we let you off the hook. That
All right,
easy.
sounds good.
Cool. So, what do you do here at Hot Shot Secret?
I work on the assembly line, filling bottles. I cap bottles, make sure they're all sealed, box bottles, put them on pallets, and make sure they're ready to be shipped out.
Cool. So everybody who's ever had a leaky bottle, you know who to yell at. They hate those. Make sure they're sealed well. Where were you born?
I was born in Marion, Ohio,
All right, not far away. Where did you grow up?
Mount Gilead.
Mount Gilead. What was your very first job?
I worked at Moringa Fabricated Steel in Moringa,
Wow.
and it's family-owned business. My grandpa's the CEO and like they're like brothers. So,
Wow.
yeah.
What'd you do there?
I was also in assembly. I worked out on the floor, and they make like big cooking oil tanks.
Yep.
So I assembled those. So if you ever have a leaky cooking oil tank, you yell at me too.
Well put. What was your very first car?
My first car was a 2003 Range Rover.
Wow.
My grandpa bought it for me. My dad gave me a hand-me-down truck. It was a 2007 Chevy Silverado, but I didn't want it because it was his. So I told my
Grams
grandpa.
got you a Range Rover?
Yeah, it was a salvage title. It was
Who cares?
it was seized, and they brought it to like a impound lot or whatever. So
Oh,
then,
it was seized. Does it have like cocaine bricks in the panels of it or something?
yes. No, seriously, they took off the door
It was a
panels. and
drug-
everything. Yeah,
drug car?
drug bust.
Hey, Range Rover, first car, you can't beat it. Do you play sports at all?
I play basketball, and this year I just started playing football. I played in middle school, but I broke my back, so I just got cleared for that.
Well, that's good. I broke my back once, and I had never been cleared, so congratulations on clearing that up quickly. What is your favorite hobby?
I like to go fishing with my friends,
Good time of year for it, too.
and I do work on my truck.
You do?
Yeah,
Does your truck have Hot Shot Secret Fluids in it?
it does. I
Good.
just put them in last week.
Good. Good. You can stay then. What is your favorite holiday?
This is gonna sound crazy, but Valentine's Day.
Oh, what's her name?
I have a girlfriend. Her name's Courtney.
Does she work here?
No,
Okay.
thank goodness.
Well, that's good. What is your favorite beverage?
Mountain Dew, by
Yeah.
far.
Common. Number 10, and final, aside from Aaron's finale, what is your favorite TV show or movie?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off is my favorite movie.
Good one.
Yeah.
Good choice. Aaron, you got a bonus question?
I do not.
Man, you're like 0 for like the last
I
10.
know,
You used to be pretty witty.
What's that?
Have you seen Animal House?
Have you seen Animal House?
Is that when they all go to college or whatever?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right.
That's an old one too.
All right, I'll give you the one bonus question. What is your favorite thing about working at Hot Shot Secret?
The merch I get to wear, the T-shirts.
The merch. Love it. All right. Thanks so much, Darren. We appreciate it. Hopefully you've got 77,000 new followers. You want to shout out to your Instagram or something?
My Instagram is Darren DARREN.mounts MOUNTS.
There you go. They love to put that out there. Give him a follow. Give him a like.
Oh goodness.
Thanks, Darren. We appreciate it, man.
These never disappoint.
Make sure those
segment.
bottles aren't leaking. All right. Yeah, it's always learn something new with the crew around here. So what do we got next?
That's the
Okay.
most I've heard him talk ever.
I mean, too.
Like
It's really a get to know us for us here. People are like, who cares? But now they know that dude send the hate mail too when the EDT spills in the car.
Right.
So there you go, folks. All right, so next up we're going to do our weekly video that we aired this week. We put out a new video piece every Wednesday now. This was cool. And one of our sponsored racers, Billy Hoskinson from Street Racing Channel, actually just put new turbos in the car. in the truck, I should say. Very well-known truck. They call it that S10 from Ohio, and
Where's it from?
it's from Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just you know how those folks like to make up stories and.
Absolutely. But Billy just put new turbos in, and I know he went out to Tad and Jim's Dragway for a big no prep race this past weekend, and I think it was a 31 car field out of 32. I heard Billy got first round, drew the bye in the first round, so that's a great way to start. But went through a 31 car field to take home $10,000 cash. So, and the truck is on point, as you will see in the video that recaps Billy's trip out to Magnolia and his big win this weekend. Go ahead and roll it. Big congrats to Billy there. Heck of a weekend. Faced some serious cars too. Sherman Baker in the finals too. That truck is no joke.
Oh, not at all.
But man, and I don't know if you noticed, Billy's rocking a Diesel Proud shirt there in the winner's circle.
Saw that.
Yeah. So, congrats, Billy. Great win this weekend, man. He runs at.
So we have to charge $2
R5.
extra for anybody else that wants to win
Which for
the
what?
Diesel Proud shirts.
Oh yeah, they just went up.
Right.
Someone commented that like they still got a shirt Billy signed or something. Which Billy's the nicest guy in the world. If you ever go out to these races, stop by the pits. He'll tell you all about the truck. Sign anything you want. We love him. Coming up next weekend, we've got another Street Racing Channel Hot Shot Secret, the final big race here at Marion of the year. But
Touchable, no prep.
yeah, we'll touch on that here in a minute. So, how about some dealer shout-outs?
How about it? Do you know that Christine signed a new dealer?
Big Ed?
Big Ed's Diesel Service in Yellville, Arkansas.
Awesome.
They've
Big
got
Ed.
it all.
They do?
Well, all the hot shots, anyway.
Sweet. And Yellville, Arkansas. So welcome aboard Big Ed's Diesel Service, as well as,
CD Automotive Enterprises in Rocky Point, New York.
cool, CD Automotive. So that's over there in Diesel Don's territory. And I know Diesel Don was on the road last week before we went to Scheid, and he signed up. We got a handful of new dealers when he was out on the road, so
Nice.
and at the event. So a lot of new dealers coming aboard. We appreciate it. Send us your decals. Your
I know.
We'll make it on the dealer wall over
Ooh,
here.
the
We'll add
wall
you to the
video.
collection and
The wall cam. Do it again. The wall cam.
Exactly.
That's pretty nice.
So if you wanted some TV and wanted some hot shots,
Jeez, oh Pete.
you know, it's coming up.
It's chock full.
All right, so let's lay down. Get your pencils out. Here's where you can catch hot shots coming up here.
Wowzers. Thursday. That's today. As
That
soon as you're done watching this,
Exactly.
head over to Mav TV and watch Stacy David's Gears.
Yep, 3 p.m.
And it's going to be EDT.
Yep,
It's going to be a good time.
yep.
And then Friday at noon, we're also on Gears. This one's a premiere episode, though.
I'm taking tomorrow off, so I might just
Oh.
chill and watch this tomorrow.
Lucky.
Yep, Friday at noon. Stacy David Gears again. We got a premiere. They're going to cover Diesel Extreme. Mm-hmm. Following that, at 3 p.m., still on MAV TV, they're going to re-air that Diesel Extreme. So if I still haven't got out of bed by noon and I'm still there at 3 p.m., I'll just watch it again.
Might as well.
Might as well. Long weekend. And then Saturday at 11:30 a.m., over on Motor Trend Network, our friends at All Girls Garage have a feature on Diesel Extreme.
Indeed.
So a lot of fuel additive education this weekend. Following that on Sunday,
It's Truck U, but it's Stiction Eliminator.
hey, got to get some oil additives in there.
Yeah.
They're doing a Can-Am on that episode. So that should be pretty cool to see. That's Sunday morning at
Side by side,
10:30.
yeah.
Following that on Motor Trend at 11:30, the All Girls Garage Diesel Extreme episode is re-airing from Saturday. So if you missed Saturday, you can catch it Sunday. And then they give us a little peek towards the next week, just because we'll be back here next Thursday. But this is actually going to be on before we're on again next Thursday. Next Thursday at noon on Stacy David's Gears, they're going to cover Diesel Extreme. So a lot of TV, both on MAV TV and Motor Trend coming up. So support those guys. They do a good job getting our product and information out there, and we appreciate it.
They do.
Let's see what we got. Who's tuned in for the day? I know I saw a couple. Dan Zelton's there. Dan finally got the truck out this weekend. Awesome to see Dan out at Scheid Diesel. Truck was moving. Artie Moppin says, hello, gentlemen. What's up, Artie? I'll tell you about Artie here. I'll give you an update on that. Josh Hernandez is tapping in. David D. Caceres. Boom. This is how you guys doing. Anthony Carter, what's up, AC? Aaron Todd Kelly says he loves the shirt. Yeah, Aaron is in full race mode. He missed all the racing this weekend, so he's like, I'm going Jersey today.
Yeah.
Is that pretty much it? This is like your boycott that you weren't at the race?
Absolutely. It has nothing to do with the fact that I forgot to bring my laundry in.
Oh, no. Nothing at all.
What do you mean you're out of uniforms? Well,
Yeah, Todd, I butchered the name. I know. Wish you guys were down at Daytona Truck Meet. Is it Daytona Week? No. Oh, it's that big truck thing, though. Yeah. Because we usually know that because just Rhett's gone. He hits Daytona every year.
Yeah.
David Baker's and Nick Caputo says, watching from the Joliet area in Illinois. I use your products on my diesel pusher 8.3 Covens RV to tow my race car. Well, awesome, Nick. We appreciate that. Our products definitely love those big Cummins engines, especially in the RVs. So I'm glad to hear it. David Baker says he's got free samples of EDT at the Stowe Posse trailer at National Trails. Here for the SFG event and the Hot Shot Nova and Malibu wagon. That's right. We got a bunch of Hot Shots drivers out there this weekend at the SFGs. These are the big boy, big money bracket racing. Brought one to National Trail Raceway here just east of Columbus here in Ohio, going on all this weekend. I know Derek Klein's out there. Chris Biancini's out there. They just picked up our canopies, so you'll see a lot of big Hot Shots set up there. David Baker with the Stowe Posse, I sent them a bunch of EDT 4-ounce samples too, so swing by their pits and tell David I told you to give him a bottle. So shake him down and get some of that free EDT from David Baker. Good luck out there, David. We hope you guys kick some butt. I know it's a long weekend. They're racing for days and days and days. So, and I should mention, they just upped the order on, if people didn't know, we sponsor the Perfect Light Club at National Trail Raceway.
Yes.
So they've been going through a lot more Perfect Light shirts this year than they ever did last year. And I was kind of, when Derek Klein stopped by yesterday, we had a new box of shirts to send out there because they were running low in a few sizes. I asked him to drop them off. He said, sure. And I was making fun of Derek Klein because Derek Klein has not got a shirt yet. Means Derek Klein has not cut a Perfect Light yet. But he reminded me, it's an SFG weekend. He's like, they'll probably cut 100 Perfect Lights this week. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to order shirts already again. So those guys, they got boxes and everything, but it's still impressive that oh, there you go, Levi. Levi's got a picture of one of our Perfect Light Club shirts. So yeah, so good luck to all the guys out at SFG this weekend.
I don't have one of those shirts either.
You need to cut a Perfect Light.
I need a race
You get a
car.
T-shirt like that, and then they also give you 2 decals for your car too. So you get Perfect Light decals for the car. So good luck to everybody out there. Let me know if you cut a Perfect Light and see a shirt. Post it up on social media. James Bruce is in with his "You Studs as Normal." Brian Fennell's in. Brian, I just got some stuff in the mail to you for set some fluids down for
What?
the USMC racing cars.
I wish you would have told me.
I don't think it's shipped yet. I just gave it to her.
Okay.
Does he need something?
Yeah, I've got some secret stuff.
Ooh, Brian Fennell, you hear that?
He doesn't know about it.
Well, well, there's the mystery prize.
All right. It's getting some mystery stuff. Yeah.
All right. Well, Brian, you got some mystery stuff coming.
Indeed.
Let's see. Gerald Wood says, E.T. I believe he's talking about Billy's video. He's a no prep street racer. They run no time, so I know what time it runs, or approximately. I'll just say, Gerald, it's really fast.
Usually after midnight.
Yeah. But
They like it to be dark.
I guarantee you, Gerald, you could arrange to race it, and then you could try to pace it and guess. That's the best way to find out is challenge. I can line that up if you'd like. If you got something fast, Billy will run it. Last time I was with him out at the track, he asked the dragster to run, and he gave a full blown dragster a good run. So he don't care. Billy will race anything. So drove out of the dude's life. Yep. When will the G56 Fluid be released? Says Zach Hall.
That's an excellent question.
It is.
There are so many variables to this that it's unbelievable.
I heard that it's right there, and that it's close enough to any final tweak that they gave marketing the thumbs up, which means label development, final stages.
Labels and let it rip.
Yep. Once labels are done, bottling, boom, it's out. Just got to do
I
pricing and
think,
labels.
I think so.
I think
I
pricing
did.
too.
Yeah, I did pricing a while
Prices
back.
already squared up,
Yeah.
so.
I think. Yeah, there's
That's
a
a good example for you people out there to understand how we talk about how we formulate our products. If you just picked up on that, Aaron said he already did pricing before. I guarantee you there is not another lubricant company in the world that the R&D department is actually cutting pricing. And here's why. This is the God's honest truth.
It makes sense.
It's because most companies actually will, again, formulate as little as they have to put in to reach a claim. And then marketing and sales will look to see how much they can mark a product up based on the market cost on it and what they can get out of it to get the most margin. Here, we literally develop with R&D leading the way, formulating until they can get the best possible product, and then we look at what it costs at that point. Sometimes we formulated products that are incredible products, but they're too expensive to sell. It's just like, it's just how it is. So we actually do pricing.
All of them.
Well, that's true. We actually make nothing on some of our products because it's like we'd have to just, we put too much into them, and then the cost of goods on them are very high. But it's true. We actually lean on R&D to find out what the formulations cost to actually get in there. So it's kind of a little backwards than what most people see in pricing strategies. So Justin Ziegler says, "What's up?" Justin had his truck out too. When is the grease on the table? James Bruce says. When is the grease on the table?
Yeah. Does he know the story? Do you know the story?
I think we told him the story when he was here.
Yeah, we told him the story.
Yeah, he's
It's a
still
similar
itching for the
story.
grease. He's a greasy guy. It's coming. All right, so next up, a recap of Shy Diesel Extravaganza 2020.
Would you like the microphone? I mean, Josh comes in with his NTPA and gives the microphone update.
No, I'm good. I'm
sure?
good. It was awesome. It was ironically my first ever Shy Diesel. Every year I end up doing something else, and the whole team goes there. So, and this year they basically got kicked out of Terre Haute, and Terre Haute had enough. I'm sure they regret it now because Terre Haute's like, man, that event brought our town a lot of money. So shout out to seriously.
Could you say that any nerdier?
It's truth. So, shout out to, someone's banging. Wagler, Jeremy Wagler Motorsports Park for hosting it this year. It was awesome. And Wagler Motorsports Park is like in the middle of nowhere. It's just cornfields. There's nothing even near. I think the closest hotel's like 25 minutes away. Everybody was wondering if it'd be the Shide of previous years and if people are going to turn out, the whole COVID thing, everything that's been going on. Man, it was packed. The energy was up. The racing was awesome. They set up a whole polling pit. The polling was great. They built 1 million spots for RVs. It was packed. They had concerts. It was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. It outdid everybody's expectations. So I think everyone's really excited that Shy Diesel Extravaganza is going nowhere. It's going to be parked there. It's only going to grow and get better. And we were really excited. So big shout out to Wagler, Jeremy Wagler and Wagler Motorsports Park. Dan Scheid for always putting on a great event. Everybody at Shy Diesel. It was just a huge success. And there was some racing going on too. And I mean some racing. I think every finals was neck to neck. It was awesome. So let's recap. So industrial injection, the pro dragster category, Jared Jones finally got some competition. The Wagler dragster, otherwise known as the Wagster Dragler, like I like to call it, made its debut out there. So we actually had a dragster final, and it was a great race. Shout out to Jared Jones for taking the win on that. I think he won by like a 10th on the nose, so it was a close one. The JAMO ET bracket, Artie Maupin versus Ryan Riddle. Artie Maupin was driving the Hotshot Seeker BMW. Now there's a little controversy on the line because Artie was deep staging, so he had to go 2 bulbs in. Ryan didn't want to get the timer set on him, yada, yada, yada. But when the dust settled, Artie took the win in bracket class. He put the Beamer in the winner's circle, so shout out to Artie on that. Don't cry for Ryan, because Ryan still won the 770 class.
Right.
Of course he did.
Because he says, Merca.
Yes.
Wait,
so
Merca.
He almost had his double class sweep again, which he thought he might have jinxed because he had posted earlier in the week. He's now done the full cycle. He's won a class a full year in a row now. He's been through all the tracks, all the cycles, all the side tracks, everything. And plus, we finally got him in the lab coat. So the scientist got his own lab coat.
When do I get a sweet lab coat?
I don't know. This is the first time I haven't seen a new clean white lab coat like that. So the scientist got his own lab coat. We got a shot of him in the winner's circle. So congrats to Ryan Riddle. for winning the 770 class. So there's 2 classes with Hot Shot Secret winners. Next up, we got the 670. Guess who? Landon Miller, like automatic, in that beautiful white truck, took the win on that. So another Hot Shot Secret win. Firepunk 590. Man, has that become a class. It was a new class as of a year or 2 ago, and it's become quite a class. Austin Denny, one of our newest guys, fastest 6.0, he was out there running good. He made a semifinal appearance, came down to Austin Deutsch and Rod McMaster again. And Rod took the win on it. He's been on fire since the first win of the year, so congrats to Rod. Austin's truck's only getting better now, so he's giving him a run. It's always being fun watching that. And then the Hot Shot Secret Pro Street class, man, it's the best class. I just got to say, it's the best class. These guys are absolutely killing it. Semifinals, Michael Dalton, Paul Cato made it there. Johnny Gilbert and Josh Scruggs moved on to the finals. Most importantly, Johnny Gilbert set a new Hot Shot Secret Pro Street class world record.
582?
482,
sorry.
A 4.82. And I mean, before these guys couldn't even run 5s, you know. 4.82 in a 4,500-pound truck is absolutely insane. So I can't congratulate.
5-Blade Mafia.
Yeah,
that's why.
It's exactly. And truth be told, it really
no,
is.
I'm not.
That team is awesome.
Yeah.
That team is awesome, and they do what they can. Now, unfortunately, he hurt his truck a little bit running a 482. But congrats to our guys.
Buddy showed
in
up
Stainless.
and raced Josh.
They deserve all that. That number, I mean, they really put a big number out. Now, we all knew that people are going to be running the 4s now, but man, 482. Is 4.7s possible?
Oh, yeah.
I'm hearing yeah. So we'll see down in Florida because we get down at sea level and crazy stuff happens. So, but congrats to Johnny Gilbert, Stainless Diesel, for setting the new record. But goes down to the finals. Josh Scruggs said he's never beat Johnny in his life. It's like, here's your time, brother. And he did. He put down a great pass. Congrats to Josh Scruggs, another Hot Shot Secret driver, taking another winner's circle. I don't know if you got the picture of him in the winner's circle. Do you have Josh Scruggs? You got to see his son's face. If you can find it, Levi. It is great. It is great seeing how happy his kid was. So, congrats to Josh. Big win in the Hot Shot Secret Pro Street class. And then finally, the Suncoast Pro Mod class. We had Mark Broviak and Brian Gray in the semifinals, and it came down once again to the Hot Shot Secret S10 with Larson Miller and Ben Shaddy and the Amsoil vet. This time they both got off clean, no red lights, clean race, and Hot Shot Secret S10 took it. It just was a nice, clean run, and puts the S10. I think they've won every event now. So they're out there in the points, but like they said, this year they're going for numbers, and more importantly, while they were out there, they really had a good track. They ran a 4.27 and a 4.26. Now, mind you, the world record's a 4.25, so held by Firepunk in the S10. So it's telling you they're slowly getting it back towards right where it's going straight, and then they get to turn the power up.
Right.
They haven't done that.
Oh, I know.
Which is crazy, you know.
Right.
So
Well,
getting back to where they were. One last side note: Jared Jones in one of the early rounds ran a 4.10 with a 6, I think, and the record's like 4.10 with a 1. For a second there, we thought it was the all-time diesel everything record in a dragster, not a door slammer. But shout out to Jared for that too. So incredible racing, new records, everything. So I also got the updates on the standings. So we've got
look at that.
We've got just 2 left now. We got Florida here in a couple weeks. Emerald Coast, we're going to go down there.
Then Rudy's.
And then the Rudy's finale. So, ET bracket, guess who's in first?
ET is Ryan Riddle.
Ryan Riddle. Wrong. Art Moppin.
Oh, I forgot he won in the truck a couple weeks
ago. But
ago.
check this out. Art Moppin, Ryan Riddle, Nick Morris, Ken Phillips, Justine's in there in 5. All Hot Shots drivers. Got that on lock. 770.
That's Ryan Riddle.
Ryan Riddle's got
For
that
sure.
big. Corbin Hall's the second. Nick Morris is up there as well in third. 670, Landon Miller. It's got about a 130-point lead on Susan Soga. And 590.
Is her truck new this year? Is this her
No.
first year at 670?
No. No.
Oh, sorry. I don't keep up enough. I
That's the
apologize.
Diesel Life car. The Rod McMaster is locking down the 590 still with his win this weekend. He's at 202. Austin Deutsch is still in it, in second place, chasing him. Cody had a rough weekend this weekend, but he's still in the running there, sitting in fourth place, so looking good. Pro Street Class, Johnny Gilbert is sitting at 123 versus Josh Scruggs 100. So it's going to be an interesting run to the finals with those guys down the back end. Followed by Derek Rose and Paul Cato, Michael Dalton, Johnny Montesino. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there, Hot Shot Secret drivers, top 6. Pro Mod, of course, Larson's 100 points up on Ben Shaddy. And then we got Brian Gray and Steve Royalty in there, still in the running in the points. And of course, Jared Jones is in front of the Pro Dragster. So we, to have like a clean sweep of Hot Shot Secret drivers on the weekend and then in the points chase to have them all up top. I want to thank all you guys for kicking butt. It's awesome to be just a part of your guys' teams and really, really shows our product well when you guys do so well out there. So we really appreciate it. So that's all I got to say about that. It was an incredible weekend. I'm looking forward to Florida. It's going to continue even getting crazier towards the end of the year. So what we got coming up, speaking of?
Well, you already gave it away that all of our friends are at SFG Labor Day Bracket Bash at National Trails.
Right.
Is that Hebron?
Yep. And I think it's televised on Motor Mania, isn't it? Yeah.
It is now. We just said so.
All right.
I'll give them a call.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, that's the Loose Rocker event. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, the
that's-
Street Outlaws are going to be down there in North Carolina. That's right. That's next weekend.
Yeah, and Loose Rocker is at Piedmont
Yep. That's on Motor
on the
Mania.
same weekend. Yeah.
And then, as we mentioned, the last Hot Shot Secret Untouchable race. That's the No Prep Series with Street Racing Channel. Next weekend, we'll be out there on Saturday. You going to be out there?
Not sure yet. Probably not.
No, I wasn't asking. I said, you're going to be out there.
Oh. I gotta work on the BMW for the hard tire class.
Are you going to call anybody out right now?
No. It just doesn't run.
All I'm saying is Matt Rice pulled his wheels off the
I
ground.
saw that.
You see that, Matt? He's scared to call you out now.
No. I'm not scared. I just
Okay, just saying. So, yeah, that's next weekend. We're looking
I
forward
just
to
like
that.
to win. That's
As
all.
well as our buddies at USMC Racing.
Yes.
I got on the schedule that you guys are going to be in Colorado next weekend as well. So,
And I think that's a 24-hour race.
is it?
I think that's
a
what
true,
Brian.
true
yeah.
endurance race? So cool. All right, what's going on in the sales and retail world?
Well, apparently EDT is now available at Advanced Auto Parts.
Nice. Starting this week.
News to me.
Cool.
Actually, I knew last week.
That's
Two
how
weeks
it
ago.
goes too. EDT is just like when we get into these retailers, like we kind of tell them like, you really want EDT, and they're like, yeah, we know what we want.
Yeah.
And then once they pick it up, it becomes top seller right away.
Yeah.
So awesome. So for all you out there that shop at Advanced Auto Parts, you're now going to be able to get EDT there as well.
Ooh. Don't buy anything from the website today.
No?
No.
Levi doesn't like that.
Wait till tomorrow so you can get a sweet S10 banner. Free with any $35 purchase.
Interesting.
So it looks like I'm going to buy a mystery box that doesn't exist and get a free banner.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, those are cool too. Oh yeah. Yeah, buy sure to get the rest of your stuff tomorrow. So sign up to that newsletter, hotshotsecret.com/email. Put it in there, and you'll be subscribed like Aaron is every week, and keep updated on what's going on. Austin Danny's just in. Hey, Austin, I was just talking about
He
you,
was
man.
just saying good things too.
Yeah, Austin's truck is bad. And like I said, Dan Zelton was out there too, and to see those both those guys trucks go, it's going to be sweet. Terry Howard says I'm a little late, but happy Hot Shot Secret Day, guys. By the way, I just got the final count from my O'Reilly store. I sold 26 bottles of Hot Shots product in August, plus what I sold out of the trunk of my car. Terry, I don't think you should tell him that. But awesome. Yeah, I know. Terry works at O'Reilly's down there, so you can get your products there as well. And Rodrigo's in. What's up, Rod? You keep it up, man. You're running that 590 class. So let's get into this fuel oxidation thing. I know it's kind of Do we have a Science Corner video to kick it off?
We have a small one.
We have a small one. Okay, so do you need any lead-in to de-nerd it at all, or are we going to de-nerd it on the backside?
No, we'll up-nerd it. It's already de-nerded.
Okay.
Believe it or not, it was a hey.
My job's done then.
We've got yes, it is.
You can take it from here.
No, you have to lead into the video.
You want me to lead in?
Yeah, that way when I say thanks, Kyle, it makes sense to people.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So here is this week's Science Corner on fuel oxidation. Take it away, Aaron.
Hey, thanks, Kyle. Welcome to this week's Science Corner. Today we're going to be talking about diesel fuel stability and why it doesn't look good. In Florida in 2004, when Hurricane Charlie hit, over 50% of the diesel generators did not start, according to the FEMA reports. So why is that? The diesel fuel had not been checked since the 1960s. Phew. The two biggest factors for fuel instability are oxidation, which is the breakdown of chemicals, and our good buddies, microbes, which are bacteria and mold. Since the invention of ultra-low sulfur diesel fuel, the sulfur not only acted as a lubricant, but also as a biocide. With the sulfur out of the way, the microbes had free reign. Kind of like Kyle at a Shides Diesel event, like, yo, Larson, sulfur's gone, let's party. Water is another factor in controlling microbes. Condensation collects and adds water to the tank. Even one drop of water can add thousands and almost millions of microbes to your fuel. Microbes, especially mold and fungus, can clog up your fuel system and make it inoperable. Microbes also excrete acid, which causes your pH to drop in the fuel. That's bad. The second factor is oxidation. Oxidation can cause rust and corrosion. Those contaminants can be harmful for your fuel system as well. The oxidation of fuel tends to make heavier weight molecules. These heavier hydrocarbons, gums, varnishes, asphaltenes, are also detrimental to your fuel system and clogging of the filters. Another unfortunate factor is the hydrocracking processes that they are now using create more asphaltenes than the older methods. The chemical reaction of oxidation looks similar to this. Water not only increases the microbe count, but it also increases oxidation. Here's a fuel treated with Diesel Extreme. Pretty stable, huh? Here's a fuel that was neglected and not had any additive put in. Oh my gosh, look at that crap. So, in order to keep your fuel system from oxidizing and having water, you need one of these to make your fuel stable. Unlike me, I can't even focus on a single camera. Back to you, Kyle.
You have a good time with that, don't you?
I actually do. It's the best 20 minutes of the week. Well, it's actually not. It's when I get to preview it.
Yeah.
Well, that's 44 minutes.
Hey, but it's still educational, man. We love it. It tells a little bit about everything, allows us to dive into this, and it's a good kickoff to it. So let's kind of jump into that fuel a little bit. So how we said it earlier, diesel fuel goes bad pretty quick.
Day one.
How quickly?
Day one.
Day one.
It starts degrading. Ooh, what a big word.
All right, so when we're talking from the refinery, unadditized fuel,
Right.
it starts to go through the jobber sands. Are they immediately adding some stabilizer
Yeah,
to
they
it?
are. They are.
Okay, so it's a matter just enough
Just
to get it out
enough,
of their hands,
right.
Without to keep their because they talk in the fraction of pennies,
Per gallon. Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So they just want to get enough to get off their hands without it going bad.
Right.
And then from that, and this is why it's important also when you're picking up your fuel to fuel up your diesel in your truck or something. That one station in the middle of nowhere that probably doesn't get a lot that's had that tank for a while,
Right.
you want to avoid.
Definitely.
And so a more high trafficked, I always say, which I think is a little different for me for gasoline, obviously, but truck stops move a lot of fuel. And when you see those big interstate truck stops that you're like, I don't want to go near that thing because it's such a mess,
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do, because that fuel is moving quickly through there. So when we say it goes bad, and which is it starts to oxidize,
Right.
how quickly does it go to the point where you shouldn't be using it, and can it be recovered once it starts
All
to go
the
bad?
big questions today. I
I'm-
thought we were going to be
No, I'm
nice.
making you work, man.
Every diesel fuel is different. There's no cut and dry answer, unfortunately. Like you'll have some random ones, a lot of aliphatic. Woo. So the aromatics are the issue. They're great. They're good for additive solubility, but like the biodiesels are very aliphatic, and some of the synthetic diesels, those last quite a while actually. To be honest, a couple years shelf life. So
But you're not going to find
But
that.
you're not
in
gonna get
number
that-
2 in a pump.
no.
Right.
So those are pretty. The number 2 at the pump's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like 6 months and it's almost meh.
So what if you have a vehicle, that you park for the winter, and it's been 3-4 months since it's been fired up? You can assume that diesel's pretty bad.
Correct.
What do you do?
We
And when we say bad,
most everybody puts Diesel Extreme over the winter.
maybe I
Rephrase.
just bought a diesel.
Rephrase.
Maybe I didn't know.
Our customers that talk to us that,
Our smart customers know.
geez, your phrasings are awfully
I'm not saying we have dumb customers.
awfully confrontational there. Wow.
I'm saying ours that have been educated on diesel fuel going bad.
Right.
All right, so yeah, exactly.
Most folks don't know that diesel fuel can go bad.
All right, so what happens if I forgot, or if I'm new to this?
That engines have moving parts.
Don't go there. But all of a sudden, here I am. It's
Okay.
it's March, April, springtime, and I go, did I ever put any stabilizer in that fuel or not? I'm like, I forgot. Am I going to have to drain all that fuel out of there, or can I treat it and get by? What do I do?
You can. It's not ideal, but you can get by with Diesel Extreme.
Right. We
Yeah.
usually say pretty heavy dose.
Well, it's a pretty heavy dose to begin with.
Right.
To be honest. So yeah, Diesel Extreme. If
And top off with as much fresh fuel as you can.
right.
Yeah, and I know one thing that I just did an interview with SEMA News. That's going to be.
Oh.
I don't think they're airing it till or publishing it till the November issue, I think. But one of the questions that we kind of talked about was how it was about COVID and how it's impacted business and everything. And he asked about how it impacts the way the products are marketed. And we got into a talk about this because sometimes we get into our bubble about what Diesel Extreme can do and everything. And we know that there's certain benefits for it, but sometimes the climate, the environment of how the world's turning right now changes how the
Right.
products are used. Well, right now, some people are working from home all of a sudden and never were working from home. And they might be driving once a week to the grocery store. And that's it. And this is a car that's used to getting 60, 80 miles a day.
Right.
And now all of a sudden it's getting 60 miles a month. Or their oil change intervals are just completely upside down now. They're used to getting an oil change every month or 2 months. And now it's like, wow, they've been working from home for 5-6 months and they haven't put any miles on the vehicle. Do they need a change? Is the fuel good? They don't remember the last time they put fuel in the truck because they haven't been using it. So all of a sudden, something that you've been used to in your pattern of life can change, and all of a sudden, that's where our products can be introduced to you in a different way that you didn't look to before. So if you've been in that pattern change and your mileage has dramatically dropped, there's a lot of people that are driving. I think I saw something that said as much as a 98% reduction in their traditional driving patterns from what they're used to, just on a job change working from home. Well, now it's really important to have some Diesel Extreme in the tank,
Right.
because we talk about the bad side when you forget. Well, when you remember and you've treated your fuel with Diesel Extreme, how long can that fuel stay good?
Whoa.
Every fuel's different.
The STM method is a quicker. We do a short test, but that translates to about 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah,
2 years.
correct.
So if you just
Man,
filled
I'm
up today,
What was that? Oh, I'm not.
if you just filled up today and you treated your tank with Diesel Extreme,
Mm-hmm.
and then COVID hits tomorrow and you're on the surprise on there and you haven't driven for 2 months, no problem. 2 months, 2 years, you're good. So we completely take the stabilization out of the picture. Like it'll keep the diesel fuel. And how does it do it? Because it prevents the oxidation.
Correct.
Jump into that. Give me the science behind that.
It was on the video.
I know.
I did this.
Right. I like your graphics.
Free radicals is the answer. What?
What?
Yeah,
Well, by the way, the sound was off, so I didn't get
I know.
educated.
I didn't either. And I didn't. I just watched the sweet graphics.
Same question for EDT then. If
Same.
You need to get 2 years out of EDT.
Correct.
So, folks, at least
I think we're supposed to say 1 year. Did I?
right.
Did I?
But it's not going to be a
Misspeak.
normal 1 month.
It's not
2
1
months,
month, yeah, it's-
your diesel starts to go
right,
bad.
yeah.
Any treatment of our diesel additives are going to keep diesel fuel good long after you need.
Yeah.
At least through a winter season when it might be parked, but certainly through reduced driving where you might fill up once and again might be going to a grocery store once a week for the next month. Your fuel's going to be fine and stable throughout the whole thing if treated. If not treated, it will start to go bad very, very quickly. Unlike gasoline, gasoline's got a little more
A little bit.
life to it, but it'll still go bad too in due time. So things that we know sit for a few months, not just like reduced driving patterns like we've seen with people working from home now, but farm equipment, RVs, snowmobiles,
I tried to use-
lawnmowers.
I was about to say
stuff.
my Minnesota accent, but I ruined it. Sorry. Minnesota.
It wasn't bad. I eat lawnmowers too. We put those away for the
Yeah.
winter, depending where you're at. So,
9 months for us.
what should I know about that? What should I do ahead of time? Should I make sure that it's always treated?
Always treated. It's good precaution.
And that's why we have something like EDT. If you're already treated with
Yeah.
EDT, then it's in every tank. And you might think I've got another month of lawn care ahead, but then winter starts early, and you're like,
But, yeah.
you're good as long as that tank's already treated. One question we get all the time is, how long are the additives good for? Not our fuel additives, not just the fuel. And we also know there's some synergies that happen when they mix together with the crazy stuff that happens with anti-gel. But is there a difference between the additive being open and unsealed, an open bottle is halfway used versus a sealed bottle?
Yes.
Our additives, how good are they for if they're on the shelf?
5 years on the shelf.
Sealed or unsealed?
Sealed.
Okay. Half open bottle of Diesel Extreme
Half
on your
open
shelf.
bottle of Diesel Extreme should never be on your shelf.
Yeah, you should be using this.
6,000 miles.
Right. Half open bottle of EDT. I buy it by the gallon.
Ooh, tough guy. I don't remember the answer. I think it's a year. Is it 2 years on that? I don't know.
We say longer.
Is it 5 years on that?
It is, but we give one recommendation. What's that? It's kind of like in your video.
Shake it.
Shake it.
Yeah.
Shake it.
Yeah.
The only thing we're concerned about in the formulations of these is anything that could potentially fall out of solution. We're honestly not really worried about it.
The old, about 3 anti-gel formulas ago, had an issue with settling.
Over time.
Yeah, so that was definitely it.
But
That one also, yeah, it's all fixed. We're good.
and it's gone anyways. Yeah, and even our current ones, even our EDT and Diesel Extreme, all of them now, we just say give it a little shake. I mean, the worst thing that's going to happen over time is to be a little bit of settling. We haven't really seen it happen. We do have like test bottles here that we set on a shelf just to see what happens, but we've got to wait 10 years to tell you what happens to it in 10 years. So far, those bottles have been sitting there 6, 7, 8 years are fine. But we just say out of abundance of precaution, give her a little shake, make sure anything that's coming out of solution gets nice and blended up. So, I've got a couple more questions before we go here. One question we get in the sales department with the new RV treatments, because we have 2 new fuel treatments with the RVs. We have a RV gas additive and an RV diesel additive. What do those treatments have that differs from our traditional line of Diesel Extreme and EDT fuel additives? What makes the RV line, both gas and diesel, special?
Okay, we'll start with the diesel side.
Okay.
For a very poor overview, the RV treatment is very similar to Diesel Extreme and EDT with extra water dispersant and storage and stability.
Right.
So all the water that gets in from condensation just hanging out.
Changing climates,
Yeah.
gets cold, hot,
Yeah.
starts to sweat in there, that builds up. And most importantly, like we just talked about, stabilization is the topic of the day. So
And in the diesel, it's a demulsifier, so it will drop that water to the bottom.
right.
And we have extra rust and corrosion inhibitors to take care of that.
It's well
So-
thought out.
Well,
So a lot of
believe
people
it or
think,
not.
a lot of people think that we just relabeled that and we just put like diesel or we
Right,
put
no,
EDT in there.
we
But
did
it's
not.
actually been formulated for that application.
Correct.
Now, can an RV person use Diesel Extreme EDT? Absolutely. Could a non-RV diesel owner use our RV product?
Especially if they're going to store it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what
I
we
mean,
tell somebody.
it was more because the RVs sit a lot longer
Right.
than everything else.
That's like the biggest thing.
It's
with
like,
them.
okay, we still want all of the
So I would
cetane
advise,
improver,
I've-
lubricity agent, all the
Sure.
good stuff.
I had a guy call a couple weeks ago, and he was asking about the Diesel Extreme, right? I think he was asking about the EDT actually. And he's got a show truck, a diesel show truck, that he brings to one show per year. And he drives it 2 days per year. On his birthday, he takes his wife for a cruise in this truck, and then one car show a year he brings it to. He does try to start it every month and so forth. But he was asking about a fuel additive, and I told him, I was like, you know what? Our RV diesel treatment would really be good for you to kind of the RV stuff. But I explained because you get such little driven and it sits a lot. The extra package in there would be perfect for him. So RV gas treatment.
RV gas treatment is
How's that
something
different?
completely different than gasoline extreme,
Right.
believe it or not. So gasoline extreme, well, I was waiting for you to look at me. Come on,
sorry.
pay attention, Kyle. Are we having a conversation or not?
No, you got these people.
Okay, I'll talk to these folks. So, camera one, camera two. The gasoline extreme is mostly a clean one tank cleanup.
Right.
It's got a little top lube, extra lubricity. The RV gas treatment has storage and stability, and emulsifier, which brings the water into solution. So, whoa,
Opposite of what we're used
exactly.
to. Right.
Gasoline vehicles don't run at the same fuel pressure and heat that
Sure.
the diesel does. So, ta-da.
So
And storage and stability. There's a little bit of that in the
Right.
gasoline extreme
So
as well. But
same thing. A gasoline-powered RV can use our gasoline extreme. Matter of fact, it's probably good for it to do
Oh,
nice
yeah.
flush because it's such a strong cleaner.
yeah,
We recommend every 10,000 miles or so. But they can run that kind of like we do the two-step with the Diesel Extreme and the EDT.
right.
A gas RV could actually run our gas extreme every 6 to 10,000 miles, and they'll run the gasoline fuel treatment every single tank.
Right.
And again, we say every single tank because a lot of times they move long distances and they park for a long time and they don't get started and they go on vacations. And the thing is, we ask a lot of these RVs when they spend a lot of time sleeping, and then when it's time to go, it's not like they're going to the grocery store. It's like, wake up, we're
Going to
traveling-
Montana.
Exactly. So you want to make sure that fuel that you run into the motor is nice and good. So if anybody doesn't have anything else, we're going to wrap it up for the day. Richard Bamer says, I buy my diesel at truck stops as often as I can. That's a good choice. I agree with you. Nick Caputo says, great info. This coming winter will be my first with my diesel pusher. I plan on calling you guys to get some more info on what all I can use and do besides just using the Extreme. Well, Mark, I'll tell you right now, we also have our Diesel Winter Anti-Gel. It is basically the same formulation that we have in our Diesel Extreme EDT, but we add the anti-gel component to it. So we'll be talking about it a lot this coming month. When we get into September is usually when we start talking about winter anti-gel. I know people think, oh, we just left summer, but this is the time of year that our dealers and our retailers start stocking up on it. Most of you start buying it at the end of September and October. You don't want to be late to the party on that. And I'll throw one more product plug out there. Our Diesel Winter Rescue is probably the most important product you'll ever own if you need it. So there's 2 times a year people need it, and it's usually the beginning of the winter because they get a surprise storm. You know, winter hits earlier than you expect, and your diesel gels up on you and you're stranded. Or the very end in the springtime when you thought, oh, spring's here, and all of a sudden we get a cold snap. So it's never too early to buy yourself a bottle of Diesel Winter Anti-Gel. Rescue. You can throw that in your truck. Like we said, that should be in every diesel's toolbox. Like, it's just something that should be in every diesel vehicle. If it doesn't save your butt, it's going to save somebody's butt. You're going to find somebody stranded and you're going to help them out. So excellent product to have. Hey, maybe you should buy it this weekend because I know they're having a special sale on the Labor Day stuff. So, and it's only like $14-15. It's a great product. So stay tuned, Nick. We'll have a lot more on our winter products coming soon. It is about that time of year. Matt Goody Goodrich says, how about race cars that sit all month and they get ran once? Well, Matt, I believe you're running gasoline, right, or E85?
Gasoline, as far as I know. I don't know. I just know what transmission fluid he has.
Yeah, we do know that. I will say, Matt, give us a call. We'll figure it out. I don't want to advise putting that in race fuel.
I'm waiting for my phone to ring.
I need to know what kind of fuel you run in the car. If you're a street car running gasoline in it, it doesn't hurt anything to run some stabilizer in there. You can actually put our RV stabilizer in there. Different than the gasoline Extreme, and you wouldn't even need much with that on a race tank. So you could absolutely use the stabilizer in that. So yeah, crazy. You could use an RV gas treatment in a race car. True story. True story. Yep. So before we go, let's give our price. Are we doing what we were last week's because we weren't here too? Is that what this is? It looks like it. Is that right?
It is now.
He's like, you're making the call on this. You see him take control of that? He says, bruh. So last week's prize was an S10 mainer and a tumbler. That's a heck of a good prize. Yeah, so while we butchered last week when I was on the road.
I forgot to sign up.
Yeah, so last week's winner, we announced you by email, was kballard27@hotmail.com. kballard27@hotmail.com. Wait, we're not supposed to do the hotmail.com, am I? Everyone's going to spam this poor person down. Usually you block that out for me. And the second winner...
You are Ron Burgundy?
The second winner of the S10 banner and tumbler is Joey Nunez 250 at something.com. Joey Nunez 250. So kballard27, Joey Nunez 250. Shoot us a message or we will contact you via email that I just gave the world. And we'll get you out S10 banner and
77,000 viewers.
All 77,000 of you guys. This week's prize is the RV gas and diesel treatment that we just talked about. So those winners are Hansford.Kyle, great name, at something.com. Hansford.Kyle. And the second winner is Louster123. Louster123 and Hansford.Kyle. You are our winners this week. You're going to get some RV gas and diesel treatment. If you don't have an RV, you could give it to a friend that does, or you could rewind this tape a little bit and see the benefits of how it can be used in other vehicles other than an RV.
Like a Mustang or a Miata?
Something like that. So make sure you sign up every week. HotShotSecret.com giveaway. We'll be here every Thursday, 1:30 p.m. We'll pick 2 new winners every single week. Give you some free prizes. So let's try some of our products. And remember, if you're a bonus and you're logged in right now, that's the grand prize. If you're one of the winners, we throw in an extra Hot Shot t-shirt. I don't see anybody say anything yet, but I do see.
That's me.
Yeah, Nick says, thanks. Angel Mattis' perfect subject RV. Mine has been sitting for over a year and a half. Class A with a big block 454. I need to buy some of the RV additive stat. Absolutely, Angel. That would be perfect for you. or find out the guy that I just gave his email and try to email him and see if he'll send it to you. But yeah, you want to look for our RV additive on the on the gasoline side. So make sure to like and share the page. We'll be back here next Thursday. Yep, because we've got the race in town next Thursday, so we'll be back here as we are every Thursday at 1:30 p.m. Any closing thoughts, Mr. Darnell? Stabilize your fuel, people. Stabilize your fuel.
Great. Now I'm going to get my email spammed.
Yep. Yep. All right, folks. Till next week. Have a great weekend. And good luck to all our racers out there at SFG this weekend. Take care.
Indeed. Night-night.